Hi, I'm Sarah Hyland, and this is Lady Parts, a show where we talk about, you guessed it, lady parts. Today, we cover a most beloved topic, breasts. So whether you're a lady here to learn or a guy that clicked the wrong link after Googling boobs, get ready to fill yourself up and meet your breast self. They say 2 heads are better than 1 and 8 jugs are better than 2, which is why I'm joined by our resident expert, Lady Parts OBGYN Dr. Sherry, and our guests, comedian Nicole Byer and actress Kym Douglas. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about breasts. I first started to develop breasts in the 8th grade, and I don't know if you could really call them breasts. A lot of people called them mosquito bites, but what was your first experience with development of boobies?
I started developing like 8th grade, 9th grade. I also had very small boobies for my size. So like I have a very hard time finding bras, and like my sister developed a little faster than me, and I was like, what is going on? I should put socks in my bra. So I would just put little socks in the bottom part of my bra, and it didn't look good. It just looked like I had 4 boobies. That's not a good look.
I didn't start developing till like maybe 14 or 15, and I'm only 5'2", and I'm pretty petite in stature, but for some reason, my breasts, as my doctor, Cheryl Ross, can attest to, she sees them more than my husband these days, I developed really big breasts very, very quickly. And coinciding with that, I got very, very popular in high school at about the same time. I don't know.
When I was in the 8th grade, everyone else had already started growing boobs. I was late for some reason with my classmates, even though I was in the 8th grade. Everyone started developing boobs in the 7th grade. They were like a year ahead of me. And I stuffed my bras. Kym didn't have to do this, but were there any exercises or anything that you tried to do other than stuffing your bra, like chest exercises?
Yeah, I used to do this thing. It would be like, I must increase my bust. The bigger the better, the tighter the sweater, the boys depend on us. I can't believe I remember that.
Oh my God, that was great.
That brought back memories.
As soon as you started to sing that, I was like, wait, we used to do this.
I think every girl does that, or everyone who wants breasts does that.
I was going to say, the first sign of puberty is breast development, which tends to happen around the average age of 10.
Wow.
The average age of puberty is 10?
Yeah, that's wild.
The first sign of it can actually happen as early as 6 or 7 now. We're seeing little breast buds start at 6 and 7. But of course, your breast development goes on until early 20s.
I was hoping you were gonna say like early 30s, and I was like, I still got some
hope for
hope.
you.
Like I could randomly just get like big boobies once I turn 30.
Yeah, but do you want big boobies?
I know.
It's a strange thing that we always like, it's the grass is always greener. I don't want massive boobs.
I mean, me personally, I love having tiny titties. For a very long time, I did not like it. I was always like stuffing or wearing a padded bra, but then I was like I'm fat, so I'm, finding clothes is sometimes hard, but I found I could fit into stretchy stuff in like a normal size store because my breasts were so small.
Yes.
So I've grown to really just enjoy them, and they're just like cute. They're little handfuls. So yeah, I spent a long time not liking them, but now I fully appreciate them.
I loved being curvy, and I loved the way, it would look. It gives you a little sense of power. You kind of feel like, this is part of who I am. I have children, I have a son, and I breastfed him, and I have to tell you that part of it was just extremely empowering. You feel like you can take care of this little human being with just your body. There's so many good parts of it. I love being feminine, and I loved my breast, I really did.
That's beautiful. Are you a bra woman? Because in the itty titty bitty committee, I hate bras.
I wear a bra, so I pick and choose which outfit gets padded bras. So you can see me on a Monday with very big breasts, and then you'll see me on a Wednesday and you're like, where did they go?
Smaller.
Yeah.
Look, I always had to wear a bra because, you didn't want them flopping around. And since I've had my surgery, my reconstructive surgeon said that even if you have small breasts, ladies, that it really is important for gravity to have a strong band.
It's actually the number one reason that women sag is that they don't wear a bra.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, when it comes to nipples, that's a whole nother story than just breasts as well. What is normal for nipples?
Different is normal when it comes to anything in twos. Whether it's, your nipples, your areola, your labia, anything that's symmetrical is going to be different. They're going to be different than your friends. A lot of times it can be genetically related. There's really no normal. Everything is sort of unique to yourself, and you have to sort of love your body and be confident about it. And there's just really no such thing as normal.
I know one thing that Dr. Ross told me, and that many of my girlfriends, as we've gotten older and had kids and so on and so forth, they're sisters, they're not twins. So if something is a little bit different, this one droops a little, or that one's a little higher, or this one's, it's okay. That's normal. We don't any of us have to be perfect. And I think that's such a good message, especially for our younger women out there. Sisters, not twins.
Dr. Sherry, can you please talk a little bit more about just the shapes of breasts and sizes?
Yeah, well, the average breast size is 34 double D in the United States. Wow. I thought that was sort of interesting. Where we all know Sarah has beautiful, perky breasts, but, shapes and sizes, just like anything, is just very common. The larger women like Kym and I, we have what may be called pedunculous breasts, which are large and they can sort of flop out to the side. And
can you please, I'm so sorry to interrupt, I need you to say that word again. Pedunculous?
Pedunculous!
I know, what does that mean?
Pedunculous is just the description of larger breasts. Wow. Larger than 34 double D, by the way.
What a fun word.
Nicole, are you 100% in love with your breasts?
I mean, I would love for them to be perkier, but also I don't care. I truly am like, if you get to see them, you should be so lucky.
Right. I love that.
And everyone is different. Why would I want to look like everybody else? That is the most boring thing in the world. I can't imagine waking up and looking like everybody else. So I like that mine are, they're a little droopy, but they're mine. They're my little droops.
Kym, I'd like you to actually tell us a little bit about your story. We have over 3.5 million American women who are breast cancer survivors. One of them, including my mother, is a breast cancer survivor.
Wow.
So tell us a little bit about your story. You're so brave.
I'm happy to share it because if I can save even just one woman from going through what I had to go through, then it's worth telling my story. So in a nutshell, I had not gone, I was too busy and shooting 2 different TV shows and running around, and I didn't go in for my mammogram for 3 years. And my dear friend on one of my shows that I do, Debbie Matenopoulos, said, "You have got to go and see Dr. Cheryl Ross and get your mammogram. What's wrong with you?" So I went in, and I'm super healthy. I do the green juices, I work out, I'm in the right body demographic for my age and my size and my weight. I work out, blah, blah, blah. The whole, you go through all the checklists. I did everything right, Sarah, everything right on the checklist. We go in and they call me back after the regular mammogram and say, "We want to do a diagnostic mammogram. We saw some, if you will, sprinkles on your breast." Anyway, it developed and I went in with stage 0 breast cancer. Stage 0, right? So, I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I'm really doing good. No chemo, no radiation. I got stage 0. And it's just some sprinkling, kind of like, and I'm doing it in layman's terms, but if you have a little dot on your arm that looks like a sunspot, you go into the dermatologist and they say, "Let's take that off because it could eventually maybe turn into cancer." So it sounds good to me. I go in, Dr. Sherry and I talk about it. We decide to take both breasts off because it was scattered throughout the one breast. And I go in for my surgery, and my 2 female surgeons, which were boss babes, are in there. They're like, everything's going great. We're all doing good. The last scoop of breast tissue against my chest wall, right next to my heart, were 3 tumors that were hidden, 1.5 centimeter. So if I wouldn't have gone in for that, it could have gone to my lungs, my bones, whatever, and you couldn't see it because it was under all those layers of breast tissue. And I took it, Sarah, as a metaphor for my life. Sometimes I had been covering things up, sometimes I wasn't talking about things, and it was almost like layer upon layer that was hidden next to my heart. I got a double mastectomy. I had 18 and a half weeks of chemo. My hair just grew back, you guys.
Yay!
This is all mine.
And it looks gorgeous. It's so
Yeah, it
thick.
does. It's very full.
Oh, thank you guys. It just grew back. My eyebrows, my eyelashes are back. I did 8.5 weeks of radiation, and I'm 2 years out, and I couldn't feel better or healthier or more grateful.
Congratulations. Yay. That's amazing, and you are so, so lucky. I mean, the fact that you caught it, my mom, the only reason why they found breast cancer for her was because she was getting tested to donate her kidney to me, and you have to make sure that you're healthy enough. So if it wasn't for that, they would have never found it. And she wasn't even stage 0 when they found it. So
wow, what a blessing.
It's amazing stories like that, and it's just so important for women to get checked.
I have a question. Where can people who maybe don't have access to getting a mammogram, where can you get like a low cost mammogram? Can you get that at like Planned Parenthood?
That's a great question. And actually, Planned Parenthood is now doing mammograms. So
that's
it's
amazing.
a very good place to look up in your city. Also, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a lot of places all over the country give a discounted rate.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Getting a mammogram or an annual breast exam is the most important thing you can do for your breast health. Let's see just how quick and easy it can be.
Hi Sarah, I'm Elaine, and I'm getting my first ever mammogram on the Hologic MammoVan. I'm gonna show you how quick and easy this whole thing could be. Let's do it.
Hi Elaine, I'm Diana Moore. I'm gonna be doing your mammogram today. Have you had a mammogram before?
First time.
Oh, awesome. We're gonna take 4 views, 2 views of each breast.
Does it feel like a punch of the boob or somebody filling you up?
Okay, so it doesn't feel like either of those. It's like a pancake spatula. So if I'm making a pancake, I smash it with a spatula, but I might fill you up just a little bit.
Okay, it's been a long time, so, you know, I might like that.
Let me show you how I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Stay leaned in, perfect.
Okay.
All right, you're ready now. Hold your breath. You're doing great.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Perfect. And it's gonna release automatically, fantastic.
Ooh, I didn't think it was gonna get that bad.
Okay, this one's gonna be the side view.
Diana, you're so good to me. You know that,
Am
right?
I pretty
you
too?
Know, yes. For 6 years, I was either pregnant, breastfeeding, or both. The horrors my boobs have seen. This is nothing.
There we go.
All right. Guys, I'm all done. It was no big deal. You have to get your mammogram. Sarah, back to you.
Honk if you love boobs.
How often should you get a mammogram, and when should you start getting one?
You know, I suggest getting your baseline mammogram at age 40 and then going every 1 to 2 years, depending on your risk, your family history. But early detection is key, right, Kym? It's so important.
Can't stress that enough. And I'm so glad we're talking about breasts. It's important.
Are mammograms uncomfortable?
Sarah, the Genius 3D exam is the only mammogram that's FDA approved as superior for women that have dense breasts. And the Smart Curve system makes it more comfortable than ever before.
You get your breasts squeezed a little bit. No one's had their breasts squeezed before, please. I mean, you know, it's all, yeah, right. Nicole's laughing. I think she was lucky last night. So there you go.
I wish. Oh boy. COVID's really taken away the titty squeezes from me.
Really? Oh, see, you could get a mammogram, Nicole, in just a couple of years. It'll be just the same.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you for being so candid about, you know, your breast size, the shape, all the things that you've gone through with your breast, your story, Kym. It was so amazing.
My pleasure.
It's so lovely to have you on Lady Parts, talking about your lady parts. Come back next week for another episode of Lady Parts. In the meantime, send questions about your own lady parts to Dr. Sherry at www.ellentube.com/ladyparts. No question or topic is off limits.
My name is Margaret Alenis. I am 30 years old, and this is how I found out. I was 28 years old. I had just woken up, and it was like my morning stretch, and all of a sudden I felt something that came out of me like a knuckle. Literally the next day I went in for a sonogram. They're like, no, we have to test this. I had the needle biopsy. The needle went in and literally just bounced right back. She couldn't get it. I was like, this is something different. My life turned upside down after that. Cancer has given me the greatest opportunity. I have a chance to say that I'm going to help other people or tell my story so that other people don't have to do it. To not go to a sonogram and to be afraid is only denying an opportunity for yourself to make yourself better, even better. You go there, you listen to the doctors, and then you take care of your body, and then from that point, you'll be fine. Spreading awareness of how we shouldn't be afraid. It exists, it's out there, we need to be real, and we need to take care of it. That is now, I think, my mission on life.